New York and New Hampshire are more than 200 miles apart, but these two U.S. locations cross paths on one issue, the September 11th attacks. 3 buildings collapsed in Manhattan, but it is the people of Keene, New Hampshire that are pushing for a new federal probe to find out why. At 81 years old, Gerhard Betting devotes nearly all of his time to the Vote for Answers campaign.
This is so central to the future of this country, and there's no future, as far as I'm concerned, if we don't get to the bottom of this. It's a free show at the Keene High School. Take one of these and you can see what that's about. And
the movement for a new 9/11 investigation began in the Big Apple, yet it's seeing more success here.
We're steeping lies upon lies, and soon we don't know what's what anymore. It's just, so I do believe truth matters.
Apparently, so do thousands of others. 12 towns are making a new 9/11 inquiry, a ballot box issue, this spring. Voters heading to the polls will vote on a non-binding resolution that supporters hope eventually sparks momentum and legislative power nationwide.
I would say yes. Find answers, the real truth.
I'm going to vote for it. I didn't know otherwise unless I would have came tonight, honestly, so I'd vote for it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Some of you may know me for my novels Eye of the Pyramid and Power of the Scepter, nicknamed Indiana Jones Meets the Not-So-Federal Reserve or The Da Vinci Code of Money. Perhaps less known, and certainly more applicable here, is that I've been a physicist supporting the Department of Defense for over 25 years. So I am well qualified to speak about the ensuing material. We're here today to add some analysis into the public record about the collapse of World Trade Center 7 and to give you a yardstick for measuring the validity of some of your news sources, sort of your own personal BS meter. The government couldn't have been involved. Those buildings were too secure to plant explosives. 911 truthers are all conspiracy nuts. Anyone who doesn't believe the official story is unpatriotic, insane, or both. Sound familiar? Frankly, for purposes here, I could care less about any of these statements. I don't want to place blame on anyone, and I don't even want to know why right now. That's getting the cart before the horse. But I am very much interested in what caused a 47-story steel frame building to collapse in its own footprint for the first time in history. Yes, I know, 2 others, buildings 1 and 2, collapsed the same day, but they were hit by airplanes, which muddies the water. Building 7 was only exposed to several hours of nominal secondary fires. Like many of you, I was dragged into this controversy kicking and screaming. But after reading some of the scientifically impossible conclusions of the official investigation, I was compelled to dig deeper. Here are some key implications of the official NIST report, things that they ask us to believe in order to support their conjectures. The first, the fire in World Trade Center 7 burned hot enough to melt steel, about 2,500 degrees. Even though office furnishings in general burn less than 1,500 degrees. Think about this. There is a missing 1,000 degrees here. Would you believe that your butane lighter could melt your wrought iron or stainless steel pan just because some official told you it could? Second, somehow this office furnishing fuel was found in sufficient quantities in the vicinity of the steel support columns which were located behind walls. In the extreme, somehow chairs, desks, carpeting, and other fuel were transported through walls and then piled around each support column like a campfire. Third, fire acted to collapse every steel column on a floor at almost the exact same moment in time. And over a 2-second interval, this phenomena repeated on 8 to 10 floors of the building. So what we're being asked here is to believe that we have a highly intelligent fire. If the preceding weren't enough, the NIST report completely ignores the existence of nanothermite, an explosive incendiary that is not naturally occurring and that was found in the World Trade Center dust. The existence of this material has been well documented. One such investigation is the subject of a peer-reviewed publication. As I said, my focus here is physics, so some of you may be wiggling in your chairs, which is fine. If you prefer another approach to figuring things out, try the links to the testimonial evidence by firefighters, policemen, intelligence officials, newscasters, and many others shown in the discussion at the right. I can almost guarantee you that the 45 minutes or so you spend looking at these videos and websites will serve you well. As I said, many of you will receive your own personal BS meter for evaluating your news sources. By the way, you're not alone. Thousands of people every day and across the globe are figuring these things out. And, if one of my sources is correct, hundreds of indictments for those involved may be coming very soon. As you will see, the amount of physical evidence supporting the controlled demolition conjecture is overwhelming. If this body of evidence was the size of a basketball, the information that supports the official story could easily fit on the head of a pin.